Hi there, welcome to the Overcharge Chatter. Welcome. I know it's been a minute for some of you for some of you who haven't seen me in a minute. It's just life been life, but I'm back, and I'll probably fill you in on my absence. I think I've been gone now for about a month, maybe 6 weeks. I'll fill you up on my absences as I proceed to put out videos. So listen, I'm here to recap the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 6, episode 14, and this is entitled "The Higher the Hair, the Closer to God." So we start this episode off with Whitney at home. She's doing a potluck for Brittany because she felt so bad about how Lisa and Meredith treated her on the plane ride back home from the boat ride. So let's see what I got here. Well, I hope all of y'all been doing okay since I've been away from here. Okay, so anyway, you got oh, I wanted to mention this. You see Heather, well, a bunch of the housewives is getting branded pretty good. See she's doing a Wayfair commercial. But I will say this, whatever that is, them peptides or that Ozempic, she needed that shit alone. She's starting to get hard man face. For real, for real. So let me put my glasses on because I'm looking like I need to put on my glasses. So we got Whitney's throwing the pot look for Brittany, and all the ladies are coming. All the friends are down with her with the mission. All the ladies are coming to get with Brittany because although some of them, their relationships with Brittany is kind of messed up, they still feel like with the way Lisa and Meredith treated Brittany on the way back home it was just too much. So, Whitney said, well, all her friends are down. Excuse me, she's the one that, put them back, pull them back together. Her mission is to make them feel better. So we got Heather pulling up first, and she got a man bringing her a box or something. Ain't no telling, but it's a potluck, so I believe potluck mean everybody bringing something. So when Heather walk in, Whitney noticed her face, right? Because she's looking kind of like, yeah. And she's like, oh, you smell something that smell funny? And Heather ain't pulling no punch. She said, yeah, like somebody took a poo. And she said, I opened up broccoli, and it was bad. So I got rid of it. She said, well, let's take it outside. She was like, I did. And y'all know broccoli can smell like a shitty-ass baby diaper. Woo, if it ain't good. Mm-mm-mm. Broccoli stinks. So, but I like broccoli. So, everybody just feeling sorry about, about how Brittany was feeling about herself. I will say this, she a little Brittany annoying as hell to me. So anyway, we got Angie's coming in, Lex, and she said that she know her relationship. All of them pretty much said the same thing, except Mary. Mary just like she just annoys the hell out of her. She don't want to have too much to do with her, but even her feel bad the way she was treated coming back home on this trip. So Angie said, I got an idea. Let's recreate big body head count hair. I guess that look like whole hair when you wear your hair all real big and like you fresh. So they all said yes, and Mary said, don't fuck with my hair. So I guess it looked like they put hair clips and stuff in. So they all went and teased their hair. And everybody coming in. So they saw everybody fixing their hair. And now it's time for Brittany to come. And so Whitney sent her a text saying, I'm in the backyard, but she really just hiding in the house behind the counter in the kitchen. And I kind of like how Whitney house is made too. Um, she ain't got no ass at all in that outfit though. But anyway, in her little is it Gucci or Fendi outfit she got on? Anyway, they having fun. They putting clip-ins and shit in their hair, making their hair big. So anyway, she come in, she reads the text and she come in, wait, where are you? So she start walking through. And it's funny that before she come through, you hear Angie say, well, good thing all this hairspray, it make this stink smell, it covered up the stink smell of the broccoli. So you know how house smells smell like pure doodoo balls. And she took that shit outside. She couldn't look at it and tell it was bad before she took the plastic off. And then what was the shit in the tray beside it? Because I wouldn't want to eat that if something was beside it. So she walk in, she gets surprised, you can tell she happy. And she's just so excited that she's starting to cry. because she feels so touched. And in her confessional, she says that, she always ding, 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 ding. I have an announcement made. Ding, 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 ding. What about me? What about me? So she said this is really about her, and it's something that the doctor ordered. That's something that she really, really needed because she was tired of these hoes. So they had a little station set up. So since Bronwyn was the one who threw her recording unicorn off the side of the boat. And how that lady on the boat give it back to her bone ass dry like that? Not unless they fished it out of the thing last night and threw it in a fish. Somebody saw it when it was in the water. One of the crew people saw it was in the water and fished it out of there and threw that bitch in the dry because it was like it was brand new when the steward, the ship girl, handed it back to her, the steward or whoever her name is. So she said, I got this. This was the dude there. That's what you call money. She done brought the whole bill to bed to the Whitney house. So the guys there, and they you pick out the stuffed animal you want, he fill it up, and you can give a message. So all the ladies was going to do a message, but they didn't want uh Brittany to hear. They was like, go outside while we record this. Go outside because they wanted they want her to pick out the one she wanted first. So she said, I'm gonna go tease my hair up too. So she was having fun, so she went and teased her hair up, and all the ladies left little messages for her. Whitney said that she's very strong and courageous. Angie said to her in Greek that she was beautiful and she loves her hair. She has beautiful hair and that she love her. Heather says you're beautiful. No, Heather says she's beautiful and I love her. Angie in Greek says you're beautiful. You have beautiful hair and I love you. Um, Bronwyn said, "You're a star." That was her message. And Mary, they was like, "What you say, Mary?" So Mary said, "Listen, all you heard was fucking static." Mary said nothing. So she said the problem with her is that she just really got on her nerves that on the boat. And I can imagine if somebody tell you and you're a pastor and somebody holler at you that you the most unchristian like person I ever met in my life, that shit can sting a little bit. So I can see it got on her nerves a little bit. But Mary said, regardless of how she feel about Brittany, Lisa and Mary just took that shit too far. So out of nowhere, here come Whitney starts talking about how she felt like Mary has crossed the line and she don't know where to go from here. And Mary was like, as if Whitney gonna do some shit. So they said that, and they said it was a little bit harsh. And the lady started expressing the story that Meredith said to this one and what Lisa said to that one. And they was like, we was all there listening to the shit. We heard it. And their excuses was, Brittany should have been eavesdropping. I thought she had on the headphones. Well, you shouldn't have fucking been talking about her. What if her headphones? What if she could still hear you? She shouldn't have been eavesdropping. What the fuck do you think, Meredith? If we got some shit going on, I hear you sound like you talking about me, listening to no goddamn headphones, and I ain't gonna sit there and listen to you talk about my ass either. We're gonna be on the tearing that damn first class section up. So the other ladies outside of Lisa felt like Meredith was totally out of control. Meredith said if she was out of control, she would have got arrested. But she didn't get arrested. And it wasn't what we say it is, but all the other ladies is saying some different shit. So Brahman, so they start talking about something else, and Whitney is still baffled because she said, I can't believe she can't say she was screaming. She said, I thought this shit was crazy, but it's super crazy. If she think that she was sitting up there being diplomatic with the shit, she was going off. So Heather said that Lisa, the only thing she could think of that Lisa is fucking crazy because she said I went out to eat with her and she was like, this ain't happening, and I was right fucking there. So I don't know. So Heather said they both rewriting history, and she said it don't matter what they say or what they do. She said she like to ride for them, and they're her friends, but she said they both wrong, and she said she can't ride with them if they don't apologize to Brittany. She said I can't fuck with them if this how they gonna be. So Britt said she can't believe it either that they both need to take responsibility. So we had Whitney saying I ain't trying to come off the cuff. But where you at wearing that, Brahma? And Brahma said, well, I'm not wearing it. Todd left to ask him to leave the house for a few days. And all other ladies was like, oh, and she was like, yeah, because some shit on the airplane. Todd was looking at a woman, pictures on the plane, and somebody, he was behind so whoever was behind him either recorded him or saw him. They recorded him or something. They sent the shit out to the blogs, and they got back to Bronwyn, and Bronwyn said she tried to ask him about it, and he was just like, "Bitch, this picture." He was not taking her serious. So she said, I think you need to get up out here and leave for a couple days. If I tear your old ass up, she didn't say that, but that's what I would have said. So he left, and so we go to a shop when she said that she felt like her husband cheated on her and that he works 3,000 miles away from her 5 days a week. So, what is to happen? Ain't shit supposed to be happening. I wouldn't give a fuck if that motherfucker lived on the moon 6 days a week and then only came back down here on Sundays and was at home. And then Sunday night, that last 12 hours, he got to take his ass back to the moon. He married. He supposed to not do nothing to your ass. So anyway, watching this show, my thing of Bronwyn is I think Bronwyn is cute. I think she's funny. I think if you piss her ass off, she's vindictive. She will fuck your ass up. And you make her mad or she think you coming for her, she gonna come back for you. But with all that packaging and all them fancy clothes and all that money she got the lowest self-esteem I ever had in my life. Cause we watch her leave there. Okay, so she told him that she needs time the process shit because she embarrassed and it's humiliating. She said, it's not divorce changing what's going on with me and my husband, but it definitely is life changing because some shit is gonna have to happen. We got to reinvent ourselves or find something. So she like I don't know. He just need to go away. He texting me, telling me that he loved me, he missed me and shit. So anyway, we see a scene, and she is home with Todd, right? Bullshit, and he act like he don't want to be bothered. I don't know if it's because the cameras is there or what, but um, okay, I said that. Okay, I told you about her party. Okay. So anyway, whenever she's trying to talk to Tar, he get defensive. So she come in and she said, you wanted to talk, let's talk. And he was like, we know our age differences and shit in our relationship. And the thing about this one is that we didn't talk about it. We in trouble now because we ain't talk about this because we do. What does he say we do? We go through ups and downs in our relationship, and you do. And the reason why they're having a hard time this time is because they have not discussed it. They did not talk about it. And then when they did decide to talk about it, she came in hot, he came in hot. So anyway, she was like, listen, and that's why I said she got low self-esteem because as important as you let him know as important as you let him know he is to you, he should do the same thing. I did that shit. I'm not gonna be with nobody who I love them so much these motherfuckers start thinking that they better than me. Yeah, you love them too much. If you love them more than you love yourself or even have the appearance of it, they treat you like shit. Now look at her. Ron was sitting there worrying about am I pretty enough? Am I smart enough? Am I this enough? Yeah, you is, but that don't keep no man faithful. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have a man that wanted to be fucking faithful. And then the way he was talking to her, and she was like, well, I want to do what you want to do. Don't want no open relationship. If I don't, first of all, if I'm with you, I'm only with you because I'm fucking you. Because I don't want none of the other stuff to come with it. And when I say the other stuff, yeah, it's good shit to come with being in love, and it's headaches will come with being in love. It's fun, it's hurt, it's pain. I don't got no time for no more of that shit. If I'm gonna hurt, I'ma hurt me. You ain't gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is for me, I have learned how to love myself so much that I don't need nothing outside of this. When I say love myself so much, I mean I realize because I believe in Jesus. I believe in what He say about me, how He loved me, how He made me. He know every hair on my head and the hair that ain't real, and how my teeth was going to look, and who my parents was going to be. That's how much He said He loved me, and internally I have begun to love myself that way. So I ain't putting up with nothing. And I'm happy. I'm happy. If I want to eat bacon and eggs and pancakes and waffles and shit for breakfast, for dinner, I do. When I had a man, I don't want to eat that. You know, you want everybody. I ain't cooking all day, so I be like, fuck it, let me just eat this. Like nothing off the cuff. Like Thanksgiving. I'm almost 60 years old, and for the last 55 years, I've ate the same fucking thing Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it's good shit, but I don't want no more of that. No, no. So you know what I do now? One year I had a hot dog bar. Yes, a fucking hot dog bar. We had like I have the traditional Thanksgiving sweets like the sweet potato pie and some cake and shit. And I do some collard greens with some little meat in it for my daughter that she like it. But I got tired of fucking eating chicken and ham and turkey. And I'm glad this year turkey cost too much. So this year we grilling. We're having some steaks. We're having some beef ribs. You know, we're having like barbecue style. That's what we having with Thanksgiving desserts. So anyway, you know, she was like, "I do whatever you want to do. If you, I would consider it. No, you wouldn't consider it. If that motherfucker wouldn't have an open marriage, you would have an open marriage. But guess what? You probably wouldn't be fucking nobody because you would be scared because Todd don't like that." So she said, you know, I talked to you and you're important to me, but I talked to Whitney too. And he's like, what you talking to her for? I mean, why my business gotta be out there? Listen, motherfucker, she need other people outside of you. He just don't like you being on this show. I think if you got your ass off this show, y'all will be fine. I'm just telling you. So anyway, she started crying and shit. He said, please don't cry. And she said, can I apply crying Gucci? And he was like, I guess at the end of the day, it's just fabric. You crying in already, so why the fuck is you asking for permission? Get your shit together, Bronwyn. You bad and everything except for that hard shit with that man. Look at him. He's sitting over there. Damn, I don't like to talk about people's looks, but you worrying about him leaving you. Trust and believe. If anybody fucking with Todd, it's because he got money, and he ain't got that much. Cause you ain't get them earrings and that fucking necklace that you tried to show off and say you got. So he got his limits too. Just saying. So anyway, we got Mary because we Mary went to the beginning. The first scene of this is Mary was at her church, and she said this church ain't been renovated in 60 years. And it took 2 years to renovate it. I said they must didn't have no building fund because that's a long damn time to do some renovation. How church been closed for 2 years? So she said, come on, let's sit in our chairs. I was like, okay, Pentecostal church, they got their people, the family got their own chairs. So they sat down in the chairs and she asked him how he was doing, discuss his mental and shit. And he said he know God and that he excited about the church opening up and that he believes in something outside himself. And he said all his friends had them relapsed. And apparently his ass has too because she couldn't take him to church with her Sunday because this nigga was at the house doing drugs and went and got in the car and think that she was going to go with her. So anyway, she tell him that to pray for them. And she said, did you pray for him? Did you tell him to pray? And he said, no, I don't really tell him to pray because I don't want to push nothing down their throat. Boy, just telling people to pray for them. So she said she's going to invite the ladies to the church to come see her, to just come see her because they all need a little bit of Jesus. And now I want to give you my take on Mary. It's a lot of shit out here about Mary. I don't know. I think some of us probably like I like Mary because she present herself like she is. Like if she don't want to fuck with you, she don't play. She tell you when you diss her, you know she upfront. She don't bullshit you. To me, she's a real good friend. But her upbringing with who the fuck I'm tell you about the women in my family. We're not no jealous women, but my grandmother is not gonna tell me to marry her husband because she think I'm gonna take care of him. That's why she won't want me to marry that motherfucker because she know I'm gonna take care of him. And he's my granddaddy. I don't know. That sounds like some bullshit. And then you know Whitney was saying he was on. She had a cousin that's a part of the church was on. I think it's called. It's Sherelle's World where she had somebody in the church, her cousin, I think, was doing a interview talking about Mary Cosby, and they was like, "Yep, she got a cult leader, and how she take the people money." You know them stories they say about people church shit. So I don't know because she don't give me that when she talk. Because usually you can pick up some phoniness in people. Now I will say, her first season, first or second season, I did not like Mary. She had a fucking attitude. She was a complete asshole. But maybe it's because she was on TV and know how to handle it. But she's softer now, maybe because her son got in trouble. But she's a lot softer now to me. So anyway, we got Lisa and John. They out on a coffee breakfast day. They ordered some scones and some cold coffee and the cold coffees, and they started talking. You can tell there's marriage communication problems. So Lisa started telling him how she got hurt when he was in the car when she was trying to get her son advice on how to deal with the other son. And he said, you got mad. And John responded, you got mad because of that, or you got mad because he wasn't doing the advice that you wanted him to do. So she was like, "No, that's not it. I don't like when you downplay me." He said, "I don't like when you listen to me." And he said, "You." She said, "I do listen to you." He said, "You're a terrible listener." She said, "No, I'm a real good listener." And she cutting him off, telling him this shit. So she said, I don't know what's going on. We're not communicating. You don't hug me as much. You don't touch me as much. That's what she mean. I ain't fucking her. If he ain't hugging her, he ain't fucking her. And he was like, yeah, I noticed that too. Y'all got problems. If y'all get down to that level, y'all had problems. And I always thought, personally myself, I didn't like the way Lisa treated him. He started talking, she cut him off. He said, I'll come to you and tell you an idea, guy, before we can even start the idea. You tell me that it's dumb or how y'all not going to do that. So again, she takes the shit off of her, off of him, and put it on her. How her feelings was hurt, as if his feelings don't ever get hurt. So he started telling her. He said, "I was just trying to give advice because I'm a man, and I got older brothers." And she said, "Yeah. So what would you like, an asshole?" He said, "No." When I left, he said when he left and went on his little retreat with the religious thing that you go on. He said when he came back, he thought he was gonna be this awesome big brother. He said, when I came back, I wasn't. She said, oh, no, you wasn't. You was an asshole, which I didn't think that was real nice either. So he tells her how she never lets him finish, how she cut him off. And he said, and then when we do talk, we too engaged in talking about this business and we don't talk about nothing else. And when he said that shit, it fucked with her because she said, she can't believe it. So they asked her in the confessional, and she was crying her ass off. And she's like, they asked her, how does it feel when he say, y'all don't even talk no more? He don't have nothing to talk to you about but business. You tell her ass is just falling apart because he did that shit that I did too. When you love somebody and put them important and make them important, they really, when they ain't got the right balance, they really start believing they better than you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. My ex-husband told me one day who was a cheater. And I couldn't understand why he was a cheater because I mean I did all the shit. I was a John, drove, cut grass, took care of the babies, and we was in the military, so a lot of he was in the military, so a lot of shit fell on me. But when this motherfucker told me one time, I mean I don't know. Sometimes I mean he was handsome. I wish God didn't make me so handsome I wouldn't have these problems. Motherfucker, ugly motherfuckers get pussy too. What is you talking about? But why you say that about you? What the fuck is you trying to say about me? So, I'm just telling you. So, he agrees with her, that we got some shit going on. And she's still fighting her tears in confessional. And I said, about time, John, that you just started. Your balls must have just been swollen. And now they're getting better because she would step all over you every season. I'd be like, damn, she mean. He be talking to her. And he be trying to talk to you, bitch. You just all in the, huh? What? And then he did that to your ass in the restaurant. Who don't listen? And you ain't like that shit, but that is exactly how you treat him. And now you reaping what the fuck you sow. You treat him as he's insignificant, and now you getting your shit right back. He busy. So we meet Britt, and she with Jerrod. I'm so sick of this motherfucker. I hope they both leave the show, or they just go somewhere and get married. Cause he only riding the Osmond name, cause he ain't got nothing else going for him. I don't even know why the fuck she falling all over the place for him. So anyway, they do this long ass hug. I needed this. She always so needy. Now they ain't supposed to see each other because they're supposed to be on their 30-day break. So he said, but she was so happy that he called her that when she met up with him, she bought him a drink or iced coffee, some kind of fucking smoothie. She bought him something. So I said, girl, he called you because he want to fuck, and you guaranteed tail. Hmm. So they started talking. Started asking about, yeah, I heard about all this flirting you did on the ships. They show us clips of her flirting with the crew. She said, I thought we was on the break. But he said, yeah, but I thought even on the break, that's the kind of stuff I got to worry about. I thought we was trying to get together. So he tells her, last 2 years you can't commit. And she's like, what? He said, I just need you to be stable for 5 minutes. He gaslights the fuck out of her. She's like, what do you mean? Do you want me to be the girlfriend or you don't want me to be the girlfriend? And he don't answer the question. He answered with some other shit. My husband used to do that shit too. So I'm just like, girl, get the fuck out. You walking. He calling her. I would just keep walking now unless and he didn't drive you, get your ass in your car. So she said, how's the 30, let's do the 30 days without me. And he said, give me my jacket. And he walk off. So you walk off, that's what he said. He started calling her. And she said, this is why I break up with you, because you do this to me. Bitch, why are you, another Bronwyn, why are you torturing yourself behind this motherfucker right here who ain't offering you nothing? I said he gaslights and he fucks around. He want to do what he want to do, talk to whoever he want to talk to. He just want to keep your ass hanging on loop with recorded stuffed unicorns and shit. Where's your ring at? This nigga paying rent. Where a dress? Where dinner? Girl, you a sucker. He told this bitch to be stable for 5 minutes. I would say, fuck you, Jerrod. So yeah, we already did this shit with the Todd and the Whitney, with Todd and the other girl, Bronwyn, when she went in the house. They said, did you lock the door? She said, yeah, I locked it. Motherfucker, she is not no kid. So this is before she started talking to Todd about their problems though. She's tired to take a swig of Dr. Pepper because she said, I can do this. She said, but I can't play Fisher Price Family no more. You still playing it, girl. Because the way he ended that conversation was like, you talked, I talked, that's the end. No, it's not, motherfucker. Mm. Yeah, she just feel like she ain't good enough. What else we got going on? The church is gonna be good too. So while she talking to Todd, I gotta say this. He looked real annoyed. Do you want to open marriage? And he said, no, I'm happy with the marriage just like it is. I'm like, really? You don't look fucking happy. So she let him know she talked about sex with Whitney, and after that, he didn't want to talk no more for real. He was like, "Why the fuck you gotta go talk to these women who are untrustworthy? Why you can't just leave my shit in the house with me and you?" Because she said she needs something outside of you, motherfucker, because you don't do it for her. Duh. So she said, "You the most important relationship I got," and that's a shame. She said, "There's others, thank God." So anyway, we had Mary Church opening, and she showed up at the door, and the fucking door is locked, and she hanging on the door because you don't want to walk around front where everybody can see you because you the pastor. You got to make a presentation with all her red on and shit. So anyway, she's still hollering. The dude named Lenny can hear her, so he sneaked. He undo the door real quick, and then he run off before she could open the door. And I don't blame him because Mary's gonna have it in his ass. Why is the door locked? Why is the door locked? Blah 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 blah. So she said her nerves is real fucked up. Big Joe come in and he looked nice, and she said he smelled nice too. He looked like he smelled good. You like me, Mary? If they smell good and look good, shit, I'ma tell them. I sure am. So she said her nerves was nerving, and he said, "Where?" Big Joe said, "Where your baby at? Where your boy?" And she said he kind of called to come to church, and I said, "No, no, 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 no," because he was high as a motherfucker. And she said, "It's just not his time. It's just not his time." And she supposed to protect him. And I said, yeah, that's part of it, but also the other part is too, your ass ain't want to be embarrassed. This motherfucker, first day back in church, been closed in 2 years, and he back up in this motherfucker, and he high, and you don't know if he gonna be getting high at the church or how that shit gonna roll. Let him stay home, and then if he stay home, he gonna stay home and get high. So I think he told on all his friends, but I believe he relapsed too. But she holding in there, and she in the right place to pray for his ass. She in church. So she said they gotta take it one day at a time. So we see Whitney and Heather, they in the car together going to the church service. And Whitney trying to tell her how church go. It ain't that church that we go to, girl. We in there quiet and you don't look at each other. These motherfuckers in here, they twerking and jumping and dancing and singing and clapping. They really are, and they do. And black churches or any church that's like that, they let the Lord. They howl, they screaming, they stomping, they praising the Lord. So Witchcom can't wait, and she telling her. So Heather say, "Do she sing?" She said, "Not really, but she do a sermon, which is crazy for them because in their church, how they came up, ain't no women in the pulpit. And if you is, you just making announcements, I believe." So Whitney tell her, "Well, are they going to do two whores burn in the church?" And Heather said, "Two whores burn in the church." She said, "Yeah." Lisa and Meredith, she said, "I don't know about the whore burners in the church." She said, when they're getting there so hot that they sweating that they burn. So anyway, they go to something else. So Whitney tell her she's shocked that she got invited because she was doing that coaching on Mary. Like I said, investigating her church, how she take their people money. So Heather Meredith, I think, are dressed the nicest. Heather dressed the best. No, Heather Meredith's dress. Yeah, Heather and Meredith, I think, are dressed the best. The ladies talk to Lisa. Oh, who look nice? I don't know what the fuck Bronwyn got on. Angie, all right. Lisa look past. Heather to me looks the best. I think that's it, right? I think that's it. I don't think Brittany came. I don't remember Brittany being there. Or was she? No, I don't think she was there. So they started talking. The ladies started talking about each other. So we see Angie. Angie know Mary whole crew. She up in there high slapping fives and shit, doing the black girl howling out names and shit. So Angie is really friends with Mary. So they started saying this Lisa and Mary is coming. They said we don't know. So sure enough, bells start ringing to go to church. We see Lisa and Meredith. So Lisa look okay. Angie, she passed, like I said. Wit is okay. Yeah, I didn't see Britt there. So Meredith asked her, Whitney asked Meredith as she walking out, why the fuck you got a boot on your foot? And she said, because she she didn't get a chance to answer before Whitney said, "Oh, because you keep Brittany." And she said, so Lisa answers, she never laid a hand on Brittany, and neither did I. So I think it was Heather say, I'm surprised you here, Lisa. Well, then she said she's surprised both of them. They said so in the confessional in which Meredith looked so good in that sky blue with her hair in a ponytail and a blue eyeshadow. She go, why y'all surprised to see me? I'm surprised to see y'all here. I've always been a supporter of Mary. Why wouldn't I be here? And so then Lisa, why wouldn't I be here? Did she only tell you to come? And she was like, no, she didn't only just tell me to come. Well, oh, then don't be surprised. So she said, you know what? Lisa said, I'm sick of this shit. You don't like me or you like me. Fuck you. It don't need, I ain't here for you. I'm here to get a connection with God. People go to church for different reasons to fill up voids or holes or something is missing. They need prayer. But I ain't think about these bitches. So um Meredith finally asked her and told her, I got a spring toe. She said, oh, from kicking Brittany? Neither, bitch, neither. So, they start going into church and the other ladies sit together, but, but Whitney, no. Lisa and Meredith sit together. So anyway, Mary up there with her red on, she look cute. She does look nervous, and she got a gold mic that's to be dazzled because everybody's shy. And Bronwyn feel like she just look like she out of space. But I will tell you this part of this scene really affected me a lot. It really did because I love the Lord too. I love the Lord. I love anybody just trying to seek Him. Listen, whatever path gets you outside of yourself, and for you to realize that there's something big in this world outside of you. I'm down with it. Okay. So she started marrying the pulpit and she preaching and I cried this part too because she said her mother died and her family did not allow her to go to the funeral. That really hurt me. That hurt. Because when my mama died, July 4th, 2016, they turned the equipment off on her and her heir. I got in the bed next to my mother. So ain't no way in the world. There's just no way in the world that I wouldn't have been at my mama's funeral. I don't know, just so anyway, that's what that was saying. But I don't know. I like when the preacher call your name out in the pulpit because to me, it's like God to me has sent a message through them to me to say, I hear you, I see you, I feel you, I'm there. So, but then at the same time, when you get called out like that and people know, they think some shit going on with you, like when she was screaming out this one, Bronwyn, like she said, Bronwyn, you're in it. He has plans for you, and this one you'll find love. And that all the ladies gave their comment on that it was very moving for them. They all really appreciate what Mary did. And eventually they all got together in the huddle at the church because she called them up to the front. And they was just she was praying for them. So I thought that was very, very special. And she was just giving them messages. God got what you need. What she said to Whitney. So the whole time they in church, Lisa sweating her ass off. She just using the hell out of them paper fans. And you see Whitney look over, I think, to heaven and says, see, I told you two who were sweating in the church. So that was the end of that episode. What did I feel about it? I thought it gave me another observation on the people. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is Heather trying to do because it seems like she's trying to move in to be the lead bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to get the ladies not so much with Lisa and Meredith anymore. So listen, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me. And you already know that really matters because you could have been anywhere doing anything, but you stopped for 37 minutes and 15 seconds to be here with me. And I'll be back. I love you. Bye.